From the backstage, they said that I have to introduce the next speaker. We basically don't need to introduce him because if anyone here doesn't know Giorgio Boa, well, okay. But yeah. Giorgio is a Microsoft MVP. He does so many things. He's an international speaker and likes to talk to people and engaging in audiences worldwide and contributing to the global tech community. I think that you can come to the stage.
Yeah, thanks. Test. Okay. Settings. Mirror. Let me. There we go. Okay, nice. So hello everybody, welcome to this talk. I'm so happy to be here in this conference. I'm talking about open source. And my talk is about open source and try to use it for your goal, your next company, for your resume. So I'm introducing myself. I'm Giorgio Boa. I'm a senior software engineer at eGen. On my daily work, I'm doing Python with AI, but my comfort zone is about front-end. So in my spare time, I'm doing open source. And here there are three projects I'm following and maintaining. So I'm a core team member of Quick Framework. It's a new framework. I'm the author of Module Federation Vite. It's a plugin for Vite for doing module federation with the modern applications. And the third one, since a few months, I joined the managing of a famous ORM. It's called Type ORM. It's quite popular. We have more than 2 million of downloads weekly. So it's a good challenging also for me to learn something and improve myself. So like in the working career, we start from junior to become senior. And this is my first pull request. It's 7 years ago, quite a long time. And you can go in first pull request and check the first pull request of every user, basically. This is mine. It's pretty trivial. So I updated a fav icon of software. So the maintainer assigned a good first issue label to the issue. And I decided to jump on board and figure out how to contribute. Because at that time, I didn't know anything about open source, how to create a pull request, so on and so forth. So I took the possibility and I created my PR. PR, as you can see, really simple with a bunch of PNGs and a fav icon. And fortunately, the maintainer merged my PR, so I was really, really happy about that. So this change was pretty trivial, but usually I'm struggling a lot with different things, issues, bugs, new features. And usually we are spending time inside of a project to figure out how to implement things all together and improving the code base and the project and going in the same direction. I spend, as I mentioned, part of my free time for the open source, and I'm not paying by anyone, only the value to give back to the community, to give back with popular projects. It gives me the power to do that. So instead of playing or using social media with the phone or watching TV series. I'm spending part of my evening, obviously, with the family. I became father 10 months ago, so it's quite hard right now, but I'm trying to be committed to spend a couple of evenings every week to the open source. So what is open source really? So open source can be a possibility to escape from the routine of the day-to-day work. So maybe you are using, and I used to work with a legacy project. With open source, you can find a new project, a new tool. You can find your comfort zone, or maybe you can learn something with the latest technology. So you can use different tools than work, or you can use the same technology. For example, you're using Java at work, you can contribute in a Java project, and then you can grab ideas and bring them to work, to share the knowledge from the working project and also with the open source one. It's a kind of a visibility and recognition, because everything is public, everything is visible. So you can find passionate developers, you can have the possibility to be contacted for job opportunities and maybe mentors. And last but not least, you can learn from wizards. So in big projects, there are big developers as well. So you can learn from them a lot, and you can grow your experience on the day by day. So how open source can transform your career? This is the main topic of this talk. So a lot of advantages. So open source promote transparency, because the code is public, so everyone can see what you've done. You probably will work on something that has a fast development cycle and innovation with the latest technology. Because at work, usually business needs to be sure that refactoring gives a return of investment. So usually you are working on the legacy stuff, and it's hard to bump the libraries without justifying them. You can find a community of developers and users, passionate developers. You can also create some friendship. And contributors, this is the most important stuff. No matter who you are, the important stuff is the quality of the code you've done. So we are not judging you for who you are, but only for the quality of your code. And also for the reviews. Nobody blame you for who you are, but only for your code. So this is important things for the open source. You probably, and I did the same when I wrote my resume, spent a lot of time on it to find the right way to describe my experience, and I filled my resume with a lot of buzzwords to try to get the attention of the companies. But there is another way with the open source to fill your resume in a better way. So I took this PR. I took this PR from a repository, and this PR is improving with this change, 55 file change, is improving the speed of the project. So this PR is quite simple. It's going through all the for loops and other stuff, and it's trying to, with a little changes, is improving the code base. So you can grab this work and try to fill your resume. You can try to transport the work you've done here in your resume. So you can create a description like that. Optimize TriScript by refactoring critical code, leading to estimated 5% performance gain in intensive tasks, contributing to a more efficient and cost-effective operation. So you can see that here it's clear that you are able to refactor TypeScript, and also this is the important part. You need to specify numbers in your resume, and also this is the benefit. So the company that will hire you know that you are a master in TypeScript, you are able to do this kind of refactoring. And also I pitched the fact that the cost-effective operation, because usually business is looking for the money, so this is good as well. An important fact is that I linked also the code, because as we mentioned before, the code is public, so everyone can see the code, and the interviewer, maybe not the HR, but maybe the tech lead, can click on the link and look at your code, how you can improve the code base, how you are coding and working with the other team members. And in this specific case, the maintainer of the project pitched also the PR. This is a small part of the long message he wrote, but basically pitched the guy. So also there is also the possibility to be pitched on social media and have public recognition. So this is another part of the benefit of doing open source. How many of you ever contribute on open source project? Okay, few. Okay, great. So contribute in open source project is not only about code. You can identify bugs and report them to the repository. You can contribute to the docs. Maybe you are downloading for the first time the project, you are trying to use it, and there is a bug or there is something to fix up in the documentation. You can do it as well. It's also kind of open source work. It's part of the open source ecosystem. For sure, you can submit code patches, features, and fixes. And participating in online communities is open source as well for me. You can join Discord servers, Slack servers, and help others to improve. And you can learn by helping the other person, other people. Because, for example, a guy need help for deploying a website on Netlify. You are helping him with Netlify. You are improving your skill as well, because maybe you don't know anything about Netlify, but as soon as you figure out how to solve the problem, you are learning as well. Keep in mind to do strategic contribution. So think about your career goals. You would like to be an expert or improve your skills in AI. Try to find an AI project. Before, you need to build your confidence, maybe with a small project, because are easier to tackle. And then you can go with AI project if you are interested in AI. Try to find a project that is actively maintained, because if you are creating a PR and you submit it, if after 1 week nobody care about it, it's a shame, because you invested your free time in it, and without any answer, it's really a pity. And try to find a positive and supportive community. As mentioned before, in many big projects as Discord right now or Slack, and you can try to feel the vibe of the community. If there are any bad signs, you can try to find another project. Okay, I would like to do a demo about contribution. So basically, yesterday I would like to create this slide with this tool, Slide Dev, and I didn't know anything about this tool. This tool is able to create the slide and deploy it on the cloud, so you can share them with the audience and other stuff. So seems really cool. But I decided to use this specific theme, and I found this link is broken. So there is a 404 in this README. So I checked the other themes, for example, this one, and this one, the link, it's okay. So I can literally grab the correct link. I can go into the repository that is not working. Let me check. I think it's this one. Okay, so this one is not working, and I would like to contribute in the project to solve this problem. So basically, I can click. I can do all this process with a UI, but usually you are using a terminal. But I'm changing a README, so I can use the UI. So first thing first, you need to fork the repository because you can't write on the other. You don't have the permission to write on the other repository, so you need to fork it. And in this way, you are cloning the project under your user. Okay, so now it's cloned under Joe Boa / and the name of the project. I can try to find this is the link, so I can paste the correct URL. Okay, and I commit my change, so maybe. Okay, thanks. Double, okay, thanks. Thanks. Let me check the preview. Okay, let me check. Oh, yes, you're right. Okay. This one is much better. Okay, let me check the preview. Maybe like this. Well, perfect. Okay, so now I can commit my change. For example, fix up broken link. Nice. I propose the change, so I'm doing a commit, and this commit is under my user, so I'm able to do it. But right now I'm proposing the change to the main repository, so I'm creating a pull request. So I'm clicking create pull request, and under the hood, Git is creating a new branch called patch-1. And I create this one, fix up a broken link, and here I would like to add a good description. So thanks for your theme. I tried to use it, but I found a broken link. Here is the fix. Have a nice one. Okay. So I'm creating the pull request. As you can see, we are under the main repository, and here is the pull request. Great. I didn't check, honestly, in the pull request, in the issue, if someone was blaming or yelling about this broken link, but usually you should check it to avoid duplications. Okay, let's jump back to the slide. Okay, best practices and takeaways about open source. So issues and PR, use the issue templates. Maintainers and in a big project, you can find the templates. You should fill all the information that the maintainers want, like reproduction repo, the system information, the steps to reproduce an issue. So you should follow the templates. Provide titles and clear description. And update the status of the issue itself. So if you find a workaround, you should update the status in the GitHub, and if you find a fix for it as well. And check for similar issues to avoid duplication. So if you find something that is already in an issue or in a PR, you should check before creating a duplication, because from maintainer side, it's really a problem to have a lot of issues that are duplicated. So please check it before. Because open source is about people. So you are a contributor, but on the other side, there are maintainers, there are people as well. Maybe in a different time zone, they have their own life. Maybe when you open the PR, right now I open the PR, maybe the maintainer of that team is going outside or with a dog, I don't know, in the supermarket. So I'm not expecting an answer right now. Maybe in a few days, that's okay. I'm trying to answer in the project that I'm maintaining in almost 5 hours, but that's my way to do maintainer in the open source, and I'm not blaming anyone if I'm waiting for a week or two for an answer. That's totally fine, because open source it's free, and I know that it's hard to manage all these kind of things. So you need to be patient. Responses might not be immediate. Search, as mentioned. You can search also in the Discord, in community areas, in Slack, to find any other problem similar to yours. Be respectful and empathic, and provide context and step to reproduce. And for this specific case, I created 2 slides. This one is the first one. So a bad approach is this code is broken, fix it, I need now. A better way to approach the open source and be respectful is I'm experienced in an issue where the application crashed when I click the save button. Here the step to reproduce the issue. I'm using this version with this system. Let me know if you need further information. So this is the best way to do things. And this is another bad phrase I received a few times, honestly, in my project. Why is this feature is not implemented yet? You can try to be more positive. I was wondering about the status of the feature. I would be really helpful for me for my workflow. Is there a planned time for implementation or any way I can contribute? This is really great, because he's trying to help a lot. Well-organized GitHub profile. So as mentioned, GitHub give you the possibility to be public and visible. So create a good README in your GitHub profile. It's really important. You can check awesome GitHub profile repository. These are a few examples on the possibility that GitHub gives you to pitch yourself and highlight your skills and what you've done in the past and you would like to do in the future. So you can check this repository and try to create something awesome for you as well, because you never know, your public face, someone could maybe see your profile and try to contact you for a new job. I'm creating a platform called Learn by Doing, and I create a course, Git and GitHub Fundamentals. This course is free for you with this QR code for the weekend with the code OSDay25. So you can scan the QR code, register yourself into the platform. It's totally free, and you will learn how to use Git and GitHub, and you are able to do your PR as well and your contribution. So find your project you love and start your open source journey. This is my final call, and thank you for listening.
All right. Any questions?
It was hard to compete with Rockstar, but I tried my best.
No one? Nope. Nope. Here? No. We don't have
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
Oh.
So, first of all, when do you think one becomes an open source, I don't want to say master, but, professional open source person?
Well,
Like someone that is actually, looked upon kind of as a mentor figure.
a mentor about the open source
Yeah,
or mentor
yeah.
in general?
A mentor in open source, more
Mentor
vertical.
in open source. This is a great question because you never end to learn, basically. But if you are able to pay your bills with open source, this is a great achievement. Uh, well, even if you are maintaining a big project, you have a story to tell because you are facing a lot of different issues and scenarios. So yeah, paid with open source is the dream of everyone. But yeah, a mentor could be also a guy that is spending free time with a project.
Thank you, Giorgio. Any more questions? No? Okay, so
Yeah, we just give you the trophy now.
Yeah.
We can use this ones. So we have
Okay.
no. There you go. With the
Can we
jingle.
take a selfie?
Yeah.